Okay, guys. So there was recently an announcement by Dwayne The Rock Johnson that there is going to be an upcoming Moana film in pre-production or in the works. I guess that's what you would say in the movie industry. And it got me thinking, do we really need a live action remake of an animated film that only came out like 6 years ago? So the reason why I'm bringing this up is that obviously Disney has, within probably like the last, I guess, 10 years, has a streak of hits and misses with live action remakes of old popular animated properties of Disney. So it's one of those things where you take an animated film where it is either 25 years plus old, where there's still a nostalgia element to it, and you couldn't redo it again in animation because Disney did it so well the first time. So it made sense at the beginning of this whole thing that Disney was doing with live action remakes to do it, because it was a different interpretation and it doesn't take away from what we got originally in animation. But when The Rock came out and said that they were doing Moana, and Moana actually came out in 2016, so it's 2023 now, so it's 7 years. So it's a little older than what I thought, but still not old enough that the people who originally saw this film are still children. They're still children, maybe on the edge of it, but they're still children when they saw this film. So the who wants to see this film that can't just go and go on Netflix or on Disney Plus and just stream the original one? Why do we need a live action remake to this film? Now, one of the great things about it is that Rock will reprise his role in his film, because unlike Aladdin, where they had Will Smith do it because obviously Robin Williams had passed away, we don't have to deal with somebody doing a different interpretation of a beloved character. Now, I still go back to this. Hey, they had hits and misses. How much better can we get from Moana than what we already got? Look, we got remakes on Lion King, which, good or bad, if however you want to feel it, was one of their biggest successes. What is it? The Jungle Book was one of their biggest successes. 101 Dalmatians, Alice in Wonderland, Maleficent got a sequel, and Beauty and the Beast. Those were their biggest successes, and I still prefer the animation films over the live action remakes. But I do appreciate and understand why they got made. But then you look at some of just doing live action remakes just for the sake of doing it, where you look at their misses like Dumbo and Pinocchio and Lady and the Tramp, and Aladdin, right? So these were some of their misses just because they felt like, hey, we'll just live action remake everything. I don't think everything that all of the Disney properties need a live action remake. Some things are just better in animation, and I feel like Moana works really well in animation, and just making it realistic seems like it would just kind of break that wall that we have, that we kind of, or that wall, or that suspension of belief that we put up, that we don't question when it's in animation. When you make it realistic, then you're kind of like, well, why does this work this way, and why does this work this way? You start to bring in too much realism, it brings up way too many questions. Now, I complain about this now, but Disney definitely has a lot more films in the can or in pre-production that they're going to be doing live action remakes for. I looked it up, and they have like Peter Pan's getting ready to come out. I just saw a trailer for that because of the drop of trailers, which I'll go over again later, that just recently just came out. Obviously we're getting a Little Mermaid remix with remake, which already has its backlash about like changing the character ethnicity in a mermaid. Crazy. But it's one of those things where, like, should we continue to do this? I also saw that they're going to do a Snow White remake, or live action remake, and they're going to do a Hercules one. Now, these are a little bit further down the line. At least a couple of them are a little bit further down the line, but still, I don't feel like they're giving enough breathing room in between these things to really be excited about a new live action remake. But I'm really curious about what you guys think about this. Please put it in the comments below so that way we can get a little bit of discussion going as far as, like, should Disney really continue on doing these live action remakes? And if they do, should they continue with the newer properties that they have? Are we going to get a Princess and the Frog remake? I mean, that's looking like where we're going next. All right, so if this is the first time on your channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. All right, so that's all I got for today. You guys take care. Wait, guys, are you still here?
I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, I mean, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch the show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts.
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.